Well, the big story this afternoon is the heat. With temperatures climbing, we're going to toss things out to meteorologist Jaisol Martinez, who's live in Salisbury. Hey, Jaisol.
Hey, Michelle, I'm out here at the Route 13 bypass, and it is safe to say that it's very hot out here. Obviously, some construction going on behind me. People still have to be out here working regardless of what the weather is like. We already hit 90 degrees in most spots here on the peninsula, but it's feeling a lot hotter than that. Now, because this is our third consecutive day in the 90s, this is our official third heat wave of the season. Now, as I mentioned, it is close to 90 degrees, but it feels a lot hotter out here because it is so humid. I've only been out here for about 15 minutes and I'm already sweating a lot, and I'm definitely in need of some water. So if you're going to be out and about, make sure that you do stay hydrated. Again, close to 90 degrees, feeling like the triple digits in some spots. Now I'm going to send it back to Jean, who has a look at current conditions across the peninsula.
Hey, thanks, Jaisol. It is definitely very hot out there. I'm glad I'm back in the studio where it's much cooler. But as you mentioned, temperatures are in the 90s in most locations. Ocean City is currently at 91 degrees right now, as well as Georgetown sitting at 91. Salisbury, though, we are still sitting at 87 degrees right now, but I do expect most places to get up to near 90 degrees today. But check out the heat index and what it feels like in most locations right now. Melfa already feels like 103 degrees. Waltz Island feels like 100, so it's definitely very, very hot out there. Salisbury still feels like 96 degrees right now. And here's a look at satellite and radar where you can see we don't have too much going on, no precipitation to speak of, just a couple of high clouds starting to move overhead, but it is going to remain hazy, hot, and humid over the next couple of days. But for more on this heat wave, let's send it back outside to Julian.
Hey, Jean. Yes, it's hot, as Jaisol and you have mentioned. I actually have my infrared thermometer here to show you just how hot it is. Let's take a look. It is 108 degrees right here on this asphalt, so very hot. And actually, I'm joined live by Bob Rager with the State Highway Administration because, as Jaisol said, people still have to work. So, Bob, when it's this hot, how does the State Highway Administration make sure workers are safe?
We do have to work. I think, like everybody, we encourage people to drink a lot less caffeine, a lot fewer sugary drinks, a lot more water, take a lot of breaks. And at State Highway, we encourage our maintenance crews and our contractors to always work on the buddy system. Work in pairs, make sure you keep an eye on each other out there.
Okay, buddy system. For people who don't know where we are, we're on the Route 13 bypass. And Bob, for people who haven't seen the bi-directional traffic going on, tell us what's going over here on the Route 13 bypass.
We are getting real close to wrapping up the northbound bridges over Parker Pond and Mount Herman Road. About another 3 weeks, the end of July, we're going to shift traffic over and start working on the southbound side. Project is on schedule. Glad to say it is hot, but we got to work.
Okay, and just so everybody knows, when is everything here going to be wrapped up? When are we going to have the Route 13 bypass to what people are used to?
We are on schedule with the 2-year plan to rehab all 11 bridges here. The next big traffic shift you're going to see is going to be in October. That'll be north of Route 50, so we can do the bridges up that way. The whole project should wrap up by May of 2018, and again, we are right on schedule.
There we go, Bob. Thank you so much. Now, of course, it's hot, so we'll have more tips. I'm going to talk with the Wicomico County Health Department for tips on how you can stay cool. But for now, let's send it back to that cool studio with you, Michelle.
Thank you, Julian. That's 47 ABC's Julian Sadur reporting live in Salisbury today.